it is not enough to get registered only once with the GST authority, because if you are operating in different states, then you are supposed to register in every state. When you are going to register with the authority, then the authority will be giving you the certificate of your business. I have already paid tax on raw material, but still again I am paying tax once again on rupees 150. That 150 rupees is inclusive of the cost of raw materials of 100 rupees. Hello everyone, I am Arun Kumar, lecturer in Department of Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. Dear students, welcome to this new session on Unit 4, that is registration under GST, which comes in Indirect Taxes 2 subject, which is there for 6th semester BCom students. So today we are going to discuss about the registration procedures under GST. So the concept what we are going to discuss in today's class is meaning of registration. Yes, what is the meaning of registration? And who is eligible to register under GST? Yes, who is eligible? Who are all the persons are supposed to register under the GST purview that we are going to study. And the documents required for GST registration. Yes, to get into the GST purview. To get into the GST purview, what and all the documents are required that we are going to study, and benefits of GST registration. Yes, what and all the benefits a business entity will get or a business person will get in case if we get registered under GST. So these 4 concepts we are going to concentrate in today's session. So moving on to know the meaning of registration. To know the meaning of registration. So if you want to purchase a SIM card in your name, you have to provide with some documents to get a SIM card. If you want to purchase cell phone, yes, you have to provide with some documents to purchase a cell phone. That means that cell phone is going to register in your name. The SIM card is going to register in your name. So in the same way, if you are running a business, yes, obviously you have to register under the GST authority. Then only you are eligible to claim input tax credit or to get all tax benefits from the GST authority. So if you look into the meaning of registration, GST registration is a process by which a taxpayer gets himself registered. A taxpayer gets himself registered under GST. Yes, the authority will not going to ask any person to get registered under the GST authority. Okay, just they had given some guidelines. If the person, if the business entity, if the business person gets to know that he is eligible to register under GST authority, then yes, obviously he should register himself under the GST authority. Next, once a business is successfully registered, yes, once the business is successfully registered with the GST authority, a unique registration number, yes, a unique registration number is assigned to them, known as the Goods and Service Tax Identification Number. In short, we will call it as GSTIN. Yes, once the taxpayer registered under the GST authority, you will be allotted with GSTIN number. What is this GSTIN number? They will be giving him 15-digit number. They will be giving him 15-digit number. It will be a unique number to that particular taxpayer or to that particular business entity where they will be identified with that number. If we put that number, the unique number, GSTIN number in GST portal, then it shows all the details about the taxpayer or about the business entity. This is a 15-digit number. Which one? This one. GSTIN. It is a 15-digit number assigned by the central government after the taxpayers obtain registration. Yes. So 15-digit number will be assigned by the central government to the business entity or to the taxpayers after obtaining the registration. Next, if you are operating from more than one state, then you will have to take separate registration for each state you are operating from. Yes, It is not enough to get registered only once with the GST authority, because if you are operating in different states, then you are supposed to register in every state. Like if you are operating in Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and in Kerala, then you are supposed to register under that particular state in Karnataka, in Kerala and in Andhra Pradesh. So that's what the statement says. If you are operating from more than one state, then you will have to take separate registration for each state you're operating from. Yes. So once again, if you summarize this meaning, so GST registration is nothing but it is a process by which taxpayer gets himself registered under the GST, and once the business is successfully registered, a unique registration number is assigned to them, known as Goods and Service Tax Identification Number, that is GST-IN, and GST-IN is a 15-digit number assigned by the central government after the taxpayer obtain registration. The number will be provided only after the taxpayer obtain the registration with the GST authority. And if you are operating from more than one state, if the taxpayer is operating from more than one state, then he is supposed to register in each state, in different states where he is doing his business. So this is the meaning of registration. Moving on, the next thing is, who is eligible to register under GST? Yes. So first we have to see the eligibility criteria. Then only we have to decide, or we can decide whether that person is eligible to get register under GST or not. Right. So if you look into that conditions or eligibility criteria about who all the person can register under the GST authority, it goes like this. All the businesses supplying goods whose turnover exceeds rupees 40 lakhs, exceeds rupees 40 lakhs, this is important, in a financial year are required to register as a normal taxable person. Yes. So this statement says that if any business entity whose total turnover exceeds rupees 40 lakhs, then they are liable, or they are supposed to register under the GST authority. Then they will be eligible to register under the GST authority. In normal scenario, this is applicable to almost all the business entities in our country. Next, however, the threshold limit is rupees 20 lakh if you have a business in northeastern state, that is Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. Yes, for all the states it is 40 lakhs. If the income crosses, if the turnover crosses, all the sales crosses rupees 40 lakhs, then they are eligible to register under the GST authority. In case of northeastern states, that is for Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand, the threshold limit is 20 lakhs. If they are earning, if their turnover or if their sales is 20 lakhs or more than 20 lakhs, then they have to get registered under the GST authority and they are eligible to register under the GST authority. Next, the turnover limit is rupees 20 lakh, and in case of special category states, rupees 10 lakh for mixed supply and for service providers. Yes, if the supplier is supplying, if the business entity is supplying the mixed supplies, then what is mixed supplies? So mixed supplies is nothing but, let us take example like chocolate, cake and cool drinks. Chocolate, cake and cool drinks. See, we can sell these products individually, need not to sell it together. But what I am doing, I am selling all these three products together in a bundle for a single price. Say if I purchase chocolate, individually, it costs 100 rupees. If I purchase cake individually, it will also cost 100 rupees. And if I purchase cool drinks individually, it also costs 100. Okay, altogether it's 300. If I purchase this all three items together in a bundle, in an offer price, then I may get it for 250 rupees. Okay, so they are going to sell the different products in one bundle with one price. Okay, that is called mixed supply. So if any business entity is concerned with mixed supply, and for those kind of business entities, the threshold limit is rupees 10 lakhs. So for the normal taxpayers, it is 40 lakhs. If their income crosses rupees 40 lakhs, then they are eligible to register under the GST authority. And for northeastern states, that is for Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, and for Uttarakhand, it is 20 lakhs. The threshold limit is 20 lakhs. If their threshold limit, that is the sales or turnover crosses 20 lakhs, then they are eligible to get registered under the GST authority. And for mixed supply, it is 10 lakhs. If any supplier is supplying the mixed supply, that is mixed product, then his turnover limit is 10 lakhs. If it crosses 10 lakhs, then he's supposed to register under the GST authority. And for some special states, that is special category states like Assam, Andaman Nicobar, for these kind of states, it is 10 lakhs. So if their turnover crosses 10 lakhs, they are also eligible to get register under the GST authority. So this is about the people who are eligible to register under GST. Next, moving on to the documents required for GST registration. Yes, what and all the documents required for GST registration. So without this many documents, what and all the documents mentioned here, without these documents, they will not provide you with the GST registration certificate, because these documents are very much important in order to take the GST registration or in order to apply for the GST registration. So the first and foremost document required for GST registration is permanent account number, that is PAN, the permanent account number. Yes, the first business entity first they have to obtain the PAN card, and then they have to take a photocopy of the PAN card and they have to attach it with the application for registering under the GST authority, because all the cash transactions or the bank transaction or all tax transactions will happen based on that PAN card number. So without PAN card number, it is not possible to track the transaction of a particular business entity. So with that intention, PAN card is must and should, and it is very much important to get registered under the GST authority. Next thing is copy of the Aadhaar card. Yes, Aadhaar card is also must and should. In case if the business is run by one person, then that particular person, the proprietor of the business, have to give the Aadhaar card. In case if the business is started with the partnership firm, then partners have to give. If the business is started with joint stock, like with more number of people, then the managing director or the directors, all of them have to provide their copy of Aadhaar card along with the GST registration. Next, proof of business registration or incorporation certificate. Yes, to get registered under the GST authority or with the GST council, first you have to provide a document of proof of business registration or incorporation certificate. When you are going to register with the authority, then the authority will be giving you the certificate of your business. That is by stating that this business is legally certified and they can do the business. So with this, they'll be giving you a certificate. So and so person started the business on so and so date, and this is legally approved. With this conditions and with this particular information, they provide the certificate. The the government or the private committees, they provide you the certificate. So a copy of that certificate should also be attached with the application in order to get registered under the GST authority. Next, identity and address proof of promoters, directors with a photograph. Yes, we are supposed to provide the identity of address proof, whether it's a PAN card or whether it's a Aadhaar card or voter ID, whatever the identification proof you are going to give, but you have to submit a photocopy of the identification proof, that is the address proof of your business directors and promoters. If you have 4 directors, then you are supposed to provide the address proof of all the 4 directors. If you have 3 promoters, then you have to provide the photocopy of address proof of all 3 promoters. Bank account statement or cancelled check. Yes, along with the application with this many documents, you also supposed to provide the bank account statement or cancelled check. So if you are starting a business, yes, in the name of the business, you have to open a account, a bank account. So whatever the bank account details you have with you with respect to a business, you are supposed to attach the passbook xerox or the cancelled check with the application. Next, authorization letter or board resolution for authorized signatory. Yes, so authorized letter here in a business entity, we are going to select one person as the signing authority, right? We are going to select one person as the signing authority. On each and every document, that person will be signing. So whatever the documents are going to be sent from the business entity or received by the business entity, on each and every document, that one person is going to sign on the document. So with respect to that, they're supposed to provide the information, who is that eligible person to sign. Next, digital signature. Yes, the digital signature of the business entity. That is also most important. We have to provide a scanned copy of signature to the GST authority along with our application. So along with your application, we are supposed to provide this many documents. In that, the first document is PAN card, that is permanent account number. Next, copy of the Aadhaar card. Next, proof of business registration or incorporation certificate. Next, identity and address proof of promoters or directors with a photograph. Next, bank statement or cancelled check, authorization letter or board resolution for authorized signatory, and at the last, digital signature. Yes, if we provide this many informations to the GST authority, we will get registered within a week and we will get our unique GST IN number and we can start our transactions legally, and it will help us to do a business in a very smooth manner. Moving on, benefits of GST registration. So in that, the first one, GST eliminates the cascading effect of tax. Yes, what is this cascading effect? So cascading effect is nothing but tax on tax. So for example, I'm going to purchase raw materials by paying 100 rupees. So on this 100 I have paid 10 rupees of tax, totally comes to 110 rupees. So what I will do, after purchasing raw material, I convert the raw material into finished goods. So for converting the raw material into finished goods, I will be incurring 30 rupees of amount. Okay, and I'll also add 10 rupees of profit. So now what is the total cost of finished product? It is 150. So I purchased for 100 and I paid tax. It comes to 110. So for converting raw material into finished goods, I am incurring cost of 30 rupees. So comes to 140 plus my profit 10 rupees, 150 rupees. So now the sales price is 150. On 150, I am supposed to pay tax on the final product. So 150, again, if I calculate 10%, I will get 15 rupees. Okay. So totally comes to 165. So totally I am paying 10 rupees plus 15 rupees. So totally comes to how much? Rupees 25. So here I have already paid tax on raw material, but still again I am paying tax once again on rupees 150. That 150 rupees is inclusive of the cost of raw materials of 100 rupees. So that means I am paying the tax on tax. I am paying this tax on whatever the tax I paid at the earlier stage of purchasing raw material. So to avoid this tax on tax, that is cascading effect, we have to get registered under the GST authority. That is the first benefit. Next, higher threshold for registration. Yes, under GST authority, we have higher threshold limit, that is 40 lakhs, 20 lakhs and 10 lakh with respect to the particular states. For normal taxpayers, it is 40 lakhs. With reference to northeastern state, it is 20 lakhs. With reference to special states, it is 10 lakh rupees. So we have higher threshold limit under GST registration. And composition scheme for small businesses. Yes, this is also one of the advantage or the benefit if in case we register under the GST authority. Then what is this compensation scheme? Composition scheme is nothing but the scheme provided for small business entities. Composition scheme is nothing but the scheme provided for small business entities where they will be paying fixed rate of tax. Then what is the small business entities? Small business entities, if we want to call it as a small business entities, in the financial year, their turnover should not cross 1.5 crore. Okay, if any business entity's turnover not crosses 1.5 crore, then they were called small business entities and they were eligible to claim composition scheme. So under composition scheme, they will be paying one rate of tax. The two, a small rate of tax, not 18%, 12% or 28%. They will be paying 2% or 1% based on the kind of transaction they are doing. So this is also one of the benefit. Next, simple and easy online procedure. Yes, it is very easy and simple, and we need not to visit any authority directly. We need not to visit any authority directly. Through online only, we can easily do all the transactions. Okay, so we can claim our input tax credit directly through online. Okay, only if we register under the GST authority. Next, the number of compliances is lesser. Yes, the complications is very less if we register under the GST authority, because if you won't register under the GST authority, at the time of transferring the goods from one place to another place, from the supplier place to the buyer place, it will be a big problem. Once we register under the GST authority, we will get all the tax invoice and all. So by showing that tax invoice to the required person, we easily move the goods from one place to another place. So these are all the benefits of GST registration. So in today's class, we discussed about GST registration, that is the meaning of registration, and we also discussed about the documents required for registration and the people who are eligible for registration, and we also discussed about the benefits of registration. So that's it with today's class. For more videos, keep watching. Thank you all.